Hi, beautiful souls. If you have been trying to manifest something in your life and you've just have had so many issues and nothing's happening, I don't know, it could be you're trying to manifest a soulmate, maybe a house, maybe a new job, maybe more money, whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, but it's just not happening, I made this video for you. I'll give you 5 easy steps you can follow in order to finally unblock yourself and go after your dreams with a new excitement and finally make them happen. So I wanted to make this video because I see it so much, and even myself, I had to overcome some blocks. So I want to give you those 5 steps. So step number 1, and I hope you have your journal because please write this down. And the 5th step is something that nobody talks about. So please stay till the end because the 5th step is going to actually give you very practical ideas about how to make it implemented into your daily life. So the first step in manifesting is why people don't manifest is because they are very general. They are not specific. And we are not specific. I always make this joke, like it's like you're going to a restaurant and you sit with this menu and you can't decide what you want to order. And everybody around you is placing orders and you're just sitting there and you just don't know what you want. So first step in manifesting, you have to set as very smart goals, and that they have to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So you cannot just say, I want to lose weight. Or you should say instead, I want to lose 5 pounds by September. Or you cannot just say, I want to make more money. You should say something like, I want to make $5,000 more within a month. So be very specific. The first step in manifesting, set a smart goal. The second part of it, and this is where it starts to get interesting, you have to identify the true hidden beliefs you have about this thing that you are trying to manifest. And this is where journaling will be very important. So one thing that I want to say about journaling, so ask yourself this question, what do I actually 2 questions. First one is, what do I really believe about this thing that I'm trying to manifest? So if I'm trying to manifest money, first question is, how do I really feel about money? Or if you say you want to manifest a soulmate or marriage, ask yourself, how do I really feel about marriage? Or how do I really feel about, being with someone? And then the second question you ask yourself in this journaling exercise is, what is the first memory you have about this topic? So for example, if you are trying to manifest money, ask yourself, what is the first memory of money that you have? For some people, it can be something positive, like maybe money was always abundant, or maybe it was something negative where your parents were struggling to put food on the table, or maybe one of your parents lost a job, or maybe, whatever it is, be specific. And one thing about journaling I want to say is that journal as if nobody's going to read it except for you. And I know sometimes because we journal and we are afraid somebody's going to read it and they are going to be judging us. So journal, but tell yourself, okay, after I journal, I will read it, or I'll put it in a safe place, or maybe I'll destroy it so nobody can read it. I want you to be as honest with yourself as you possibly can be, because if you are not honest with yourself, this exercise won't work. So just be honest and answer those 2 questions. 1, how do I truly feel about the topic I'm trying to manifest? And then 2, what is the first memory I have about this topic that I'm trying to manifest? Money, relationship, house, whatever it is. So then once you have that, when you journal it and you will read it, you will probably come up with some beliefs. You will be able to unblock or discover some beliefs you have about this topic, right? So when you know what those beliefs are, and maybe you will find out that you have a belief that all relationships fail, or maybe you have a belief that something showed up on my thing, or maybe you have a belief that people who have money are evil. So whatever it is that you identify your beliefs from the journaling, and now you ask yourself, that's the 3rd step, you ask yourself, what is this belief about this topic that I'm trying to manifest is protecting me from? So, for example, if you believe that, all people get a divorce, maybe your belief is trying to protect you from getting a divorce or from getting hurt, right? Or maybe if you believe that all people who are rich are evil, you are trying to protect yourself from being perceived as an evil person. So this is also a journaling exercise. Write out, what is this belief I have about this topic trying to protect me from? And write as freely as you can. And then the fourth step, this is where it becomes more fun and becomes a little bit lighter. So in the fourth step, you ask yourself this question: what would I have to believe about this topic that I'm trying to manifest in order to actually achieve it? Or what do the people that manifest this topic easily believe about this topic? So let's say people who attract money easily, what do they have to believe about money? Or people who are in healthy and happy relationships, what do they believe about relationships? And then try to turn this belief into a little affirmation. So let's say if your belief about relationships was that all the relationships fail, you can turn it now into a positive affirmation, into your new belief, and make it something like, I believe that I attract love and only positive experiences in relationships. Or maybe say, I'm worthy of the best possible relationship and great marriage. Or maybe say, I now attract a lot of money into my life. So be as creative and have fun with it. Like, just this part, that the point number 4 should be light. Just come up with some creative new beliefs you would like to have. And please tag them below. Let us know what your new beliefs are, and we are going to go after. And then the fifth step, that's the one I was talking about, where a lot of people forget about the step. And this is so freaking important. This is probably one of the most important steps in all of that, is that once you have the list of what are the new beliefs you would need to have, the fifth step is to actually embody those beliefs. So ask yourself, what would the person that has those beliefs act like? What would they look like? What would they wear? And this is where you can try to maybe come up with some real life example of people in your life, or maybe people you know from TV or from the internet, and ask yourself, what do those people like? Kind of analyze them. What do they dress like? What do they sound like? What do they wear? How do they talk? How do they behave? What manners do they have? And then try to embody it every day. Try to have very fun with it. And remember that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of everything it is that you want. You just have to remember that whatever you are not achieving, there's somewhere in you an underlying negative belief about this topic. And until you dig in deeper, until you are willing to go in and dig deeper to find out what this belief is, and then actually switch it out for something positive about the topic, it's going to be extremely hard to manifest. And I'm saying it from my own experience, because I know I had some negative beliefs about certain topics, and it wasn't that until I actually was able to switch my beliefs that I was able to start manifesting the things that I wanted. So again, I will go over those steps again. Step number 1 is come up with a SMART goal. So it has to be something that's very specific. It has to be measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So come up with your SMART goal. Second one, identify your hidden beliefs. So journal. A lot of journaling, but honest journaling. Remember, journaling doesn't work if you are not fully honest, if you don't let your soul and heart just pour out and truly say what you feel about the topic. The third step is ask yourself, what is this negative belief you have about the topic protecting you from? The fourth step is the fun step. Just come up with the opposite positive belief and let us know what they are. And that the fifth step is embody this belief and live it out, friends. I know you all deserve whatever it is that you desire. And it always hurts me when I hear about people who are struggling, and I always know there's something in them that's blocking them. So have fun with it, my friends. Let me know in the comment section how this is working. Follow me for more tips, and I will see you soon. Bye.